But just moving on, and we spoke about Dominik Szoboszlai moving to the Bundesliga with RB Leipzig, and one of the players in your yes column, your yes capital letters column, Sam, was Kouadio Koné, who has swapped Toulouse for Borussia Mönchengladbach, and I've seen plenty of him carrying the ball because that is by far his standout attribute.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know what's in the water at Toulouse, but they appear to be some sort of finishing school for rangy, good ball-carrying midfielders, with Ibrahim Sangare going to PSV, and then Kone filling his place, and now he's off to the Bundesliga. What was it about Kone that made him a yes in your yes column?
So yeah, I stumbled across Kone back in the summer. He'd basically been given a handful of opportunities at the end of last season for Toulouse because they were just dead and buried, weren't they? And they knew that Sangare was going to be leaving in the summer. They knew that they were going to get relegated. So you might as well start blooding the youth. And I was actually writing some pieces for Bleacher Report at the time with the help of Transfer Lab from Analytics FC. And the data analyst that I'd been working with sort of alerted me to the fact that Kone was pretty special in a very small sample size, granted. But I took a look there and had a brief look in and out probably every month or so leading up to January, and then bang, he's gone to Gladbach. I mean, he's been loaned back for the rest of the season, so again, he won't really hit the limelight until probably next summer at least. But what an insurance policy to have for any one of those very talented central midfielders that Gladbach have that may well leave. Like Neuhaus is incredible. Dennis Zakaria is just like perfect for so many top European teams in terms of what they need. I mean, if I was United, I'd buy him in a heartbeat. If I was Tottenham, I'd buy him in a heartbeat. And a club like Gladbach need to have a continuation policy. And in Kone, for like 9 million euros, this is a wonderful, wonderful pickup. And yeah, Kone's ball carrying abilities are sensational. He's so graceful with the way that he carries and moves with the ball. He's so fluid, and he's growing and growing and growing. Like when I took a look at him back in the summer, I was using the Transfer Lab tool. He was listed at 5'9", which is like at least 4 inches off. Like he
is not 5'9".
He's like 6'1", maybe 6'2", and I don't know where it stops. And for a player of that height already, and potentially to grow even taller, to be that graceful and that shifty and that smooth on the ball, it's really hard to find and really hard to do. I'm 6'4" and I can't carry the ball like that. It's very difficult. So he's very aesthetically pleasing. And checking in on some of the team sheets for Toulouse this season, he's played probably majority of his games as a box to box in a 3 as one of the 2 number 8s, but he's played maybe 25-30% of his games as the deepest of the 3 as well, which gives you so much flexibility if you're Marco Rosa next season, if he's even there, to take a look at Kone and sort of mold him how you wish to, because Kone is a player who I think right now absolutely best to unlock his athleticism and his graceful ball carrying. But in the future, you might choose to convert him into the highly sought after holding 6, the disciplined player, the one that doesn't appear to grow anywhere anymore. They're so hard to find. And I think Kone has those strings to his bow potentially as well. I'm not trying to shoehorn him right now. Just let him breathe and let him grow. He's a wonderful watch, but this is a smart pickup for so many reasons. And one of them is he could be anything, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. It's that versatility, that dual ability, rather, that he offers. We talk about 2 in midfield presences, and they don't really come much better at sort of 19 years old. And that's why, again, I think the Bundesliga is a good landing spot for him. I think I like the fact that he's been loaned back because, again, he's a star man in Ligue 2. He's going to get a continuation of regular football, which at that point in his career is the best thing for him. It doesn't matter where it is, as long as it's at a competitive level. He's going to be playing with Zakaria hopefully next season under hopefully Marco Rosa, and I think we could see in terms of a double pivot there, if you were going to use that Zakaria and Kouadio Koné double pivot in a Gladbach team managed by Marco Rosa, who if they do keep the likes of Florian Neuhaus, Hoffman ahead, there's so much there that to watch, essentially. Gladbach are always good value. When they're on telly in the Europa League, they're always good value because they're an exciting team. They've got great individual players. And that they're exciting. And I think the one area that I would perhaps like Koné to improve in would maybe be sort of the covering of lateral spaces. I think he's very good going sort of, if you were playing FIFA with the end-to-end camera, he's very good going forwards and backwards. I think with him playing in this Gladbach team, the likes of Remy Bensebaini, who likes to bomb forward, I think maybe he might want to improve his game in sort of those lateral spaces a little bit better, maybe shuffling across. But apart from that, I'm splitting hairs at this point. He's a very, very good prospect. And yeah, he should, as you say, start of next season, hopefully with fans back in the Bundesliga, of course. Hopefully there'll be lots to look forward to.
Yeah, he's a really good fit for Rosa as well. Just like their vertical style, their very like immediate style of football, if you know what I mean. It's very intense and very quick and very direct, not in a Sam Allardyce way, but in a quite a pleasing way. He's just perfect. Like, it's such a good fit, and it's just the guy that you definitely want to be one half of your double pivot. He's got so many. He ticks so many boxes there. Since the summer, since finding him, I've been grinning every time I see him or see him mentioned, because he's just, sometimes you take a shine to players, and he's one.